Hey everyone, how's it going? It's everyone's favorite Draconic Saberwolf on the internet, and we're looking at Phil's interview with Asmondgold. That's right, the day arrived with much nothing. No one really actually gave a shit. So according to Snorpernell here, it's a complete waste of time. So we'll get to see how that is. Also, ICS went completely spastic on Phil and donated a ton of money, but we'll see when we get there. So let's just yeah, it's gonna be probably a head slapper, but get your facepalm production on because we're probably gonna need it.
I'm gonna be honest. So, like, do you think that you were a victim of cancel culture?
I was a victim of a group of people on the internet who really don't like me taking advantage of cancel culture. That's what it was, because Twitch didn't give a shit.
Okay.
And he's like, I want to talk to Phil. Can anyone tell me what his real channel is? And no one could. No one could even tell him my real channel.
So, well, I just searched DSP myself. So, DSP tries it Memology 101. Is this your main channel?
That is not
shout
me.
out.
Okay, that's not your main channel.
Nope.
Okay, let's scroll down. How about Raw Phil? Is that your main channel?
Nope. He's my number one thief.
Okay. Okay, well,
Shout out
here's
Raw
another
Phil.
one. I even recognize this name, Duty Streams. This one also isn't your main channel either, right?
Nope. These are all my detractors. So
Okay. All right. Mighty D. This isn't you, is it?
I don't get like what he's searching for, because when I like searched for Phil when I was looking up something, because I wanted to see how much like views he got. I watched like Duty and all that stuff. Not anymore, because Snorpernell's much better. Shout out Snorpernell, by the way. But like the first thing that comes up is this man's channel. I don't know what they're searching for, but
nope.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, robust urban garlic. All right. This is again not you.
I don't think so.
All right. So I think that you're actually right about this. I don't where the Snort Burnell. That's you.
hey, shout out Snorpernell.
No.
Well, I do snort sometimes on the stream, but no, that's not my channel, sadly.
So
know?
so you snorted before on the stream, and this has got to be Photoshop. Yeah, okay, it is that one's Photoshop. All right, it looks like my hair, not yours.
Okay.
And
so could I
ahead.
actually tell people my channel so if they want to check it out, they have an opportunity?
You know
if they
what?
have a chance?
I mean, we're not going to find it here, so I think you have to.
Okay.
So here's the thing, and I'm just gonna say it's like, really, yeah. Where's Draconic Saberwolf Productions? It's a shout out, Asmongold. Excuse me, up and coming new detractor in the block. Come on, guys. But like, a lot of people have already pointed this out, and Phil is not going to get anything from this interview. Like, Asmongold probably also, it's from the sound of it, he didn't like do anything, so he's not going to get like the detractor. So Asmongold basically may as well have just done anything else with this time. It pretty much sounds like it was a waste of time, just a lot of glazing.
My main
apparently.
channel where I stream every single day, well, almost every day, it's usually around 5 to 6 days a week. It's youtube.com/DSP Gaming.
Shilling. It's gross.
Okay, all right. So basically, these detractors have completely taken over your YouTube algorithm, and now nobody actually watches you. Like, you're a well-known figure on the internet, but nobody actually watches you.
All right. So yeah, I don't know. Like, again, I would have to watch the whole interview to kind of weigh in. But Zern checked that he went straight to Phil. Knight checked he went straight to Phil. Like, I don't get what they're. I don't think Asmon was like glazing him necessarily, but I don't think he did any work towards it. Like, you just heard like, oh, they go to detractor content, they don't go to Phil. Yeah, because Phil's fucking boring. Phil's actual content is just him taking his stupid streams and like cutting out some of the begging and just uploading it raw. He raw dogs YouTube with his, which I don't even know why he does that. His streams are all on there live anyway. Well, probably because of super chats. But in any case, like, it's disappointing, but it's not expected.
You're right. Right now, more people are watching the restreams of my stream than my stream.
How did this happen?
because he's a terrible person.
A combination of factors. The big one that actually sunk my channel
Let's
was
hear
that
it.
in 2015, so this is 10 years ago,
May
Yeah.
1st
a
burst.
detractor hit me with a whole bunch of false copyright strikes. And this is when the copyright strike thing was really abusable.
So do you claim the ad revenue from any of these detractor videos?
No, I can't. There's no way to do
Why
that.
not?
You,
Yes,
the
you
only,
can.
you would have to
Do you want me
have.
to show you how?
Well, hold on. Are
There's
you
a way
saying
to do it.
it's automated through YouTube, or are you saying through a network?
Well, I mean, you could do either way. If you claim the content as your own, like all the time, we get revenue claims all the time.
Right. Oh yeah.
And so, like, you could theoretically be taking all of their money and then having them, because, like, you know, like I see there's something called the King's tax, right?
Oh my god, I'm already getting like annoyed just listening. I'm glad I didn't actually like tune into this. Zern says that dude's lazy more is wrong more than that. Well, I mean, like I said, he kind of, I guess, went into it cold, but like with someone like Darkside Phil, he had a chance to like really grill this dude. Like, there's no way DSP would have left the opportunity on the table to, well, and he just got like basically a shout out to a million of Asmongold's fans. Again, DSP is not going to get anything out of it because they're going to come once and be like, oh, this sucks, and then leave. But it is, and you know, now we're talking about like, oh, you know, you could steal all the first of all, a lot of detractors don't make shit. Let's just put that out there. I don't make anything. Duty makes probably the most, but he barely. But like, Phil doesn't want to do that because he knows what's going to happen. He's going to flag someone, then that detractor is going to take that and say, "Look, Phil flagged me. What a bitch!" And everyone's going to laugh at him for being a bitch. Like, that's why he doesn't do it. His whole perception on the internet is like, "Oh, I'm a victim." Well. And then if he tries to do one of these, you know, copyright claims flag, which he is allowed to do, it like this is the reason why I know he's not going to do it, because he's been able to do this since the beginning, but he doesn't, because the second he does, he's already been called on before, and now he's like, oh, you know, you could get all this ad revenue. Phil's not going to do it. First of all, you actually have to like do something. He's a lazy fuck, and second of all, juice wouldn't be worth the squeeze, and third of all, the detractors will make so much more content out of that than just, you know, what they make right now.
Yes.
Cockroach! Cockroach! La cucaracha! La cucaracha!
Oh, hey, if you could show me what you're explaining or what you're suggesting, I would
Sure.
very much like to give it a look.
Phil, you've been
For
on
me, the
YouTube
only
for
thing I
15
have on my
years.
dashboard, I have a copyright match section, and it shows who's you know, stolen your content. But that's not a claim. That's just to take it down with a copyright strike. I see nothing anywhere in my YouTube dashboard for claiming anything.
Okay. Yeah. Well, there's definitely an option to be able to do that, and it's very often used, especially by media companies and other companies that syndicate their content.
Right.
It's very common, and I have it happen to me all the time. And so, yeah, I think there's a possibility of you being able to do that. Whenever I was asking about the detractors, why do you think that you have detractors?
Before we get into that one, I also will say he will never also do it because deep down he knows the only reason he's even relevant to begin with is the detractors. So if he starts copyright striking and ad blocking and all this stuff, and the detractors go away, then he'll have his like 1 to 2 whales and he'll sit in mediocrity, but he'll never amount to anything. He gets more money from detractors than if he just kind of faded away into obscurity. I mean, eventually the 2 whales will get milked out and that'll be it. So he's never going to do it. The Snortex brings in too much attention for him to like try and like go against it. Plus, again, he's a lazy piece of shit. Zurian says ignorance is a thing people mistake it for hot takes and Asmondgold. Okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about Asmondgold other than he plays well. So I was hoping maybe he would grill Phil a little bit more. I guess I was hoping for too much.
So what ended up happening is one person made a video called "This Is How You Don't Play." Me being very stupid and big-headed back then. Did I respond positively and be like, wow, that's great. Maybe I should buy into this. Maybe I'll make my own videos razzing myself or whatever. No, I'm an idiot. I'm a big-headed stubborn idiot. And instead, I start like getting pissed at the guy. I start insulting him, saying he's stealing my content. He did that without my permission. That violates my
Weren't you
copyright
doing
rights.
that now? Weren't you just doing that now? Like, because the detractors, you're saying that they were re-uploading your content and they're doing the same thing? Because you just said that like maybe 10 minutes ago.
You're right. And the difference is today, they're doing absolutely nothing transformative whatsoever.
Oh my God.
Hey Phil, how's it going? Look at me. You can call me the transformation expert because that's what I'm doing. Knight says, speaking the truth for once, he is an idiot. Like, he is very stupid. And the thing is, he's talking about this thing 15 years ago. I don't know. It was near the start. This is how you don't play. Yeah, that's what's kicked it off. But that's just got you eyes on you that you are not a good person. And people don't like bad people, and you're an easy target and low-hanging fruit, and they're like, oh yeah, well, and then you have the sons of Kojima who were admittedly very crazy, but nowadays you fuel your own Snortex by your own toxic behavior. I wouldn't have gotten involved myself, except you treat your audience like shit, and I want to make sure that no one accidentally stumbles into this and gets pigmentized and then loses their money. So aside from the love of the game, it's more of a content warning for everyone else out there. Zerg says Phil needs that toxic environment because he can't succeed in it. No, his personality is an antithesis to a good streaming environment, so he has to survive in a toxic one. But he also doesn't want to lean into a toxic environment because he wants to be the hero of his story. So he's in this like grudge match of himself where he wants the money. That's why he went with the Keon Casino for as long as he did. He saw those dollar signs, but then they tried to get him to move into being the heel or like the bad guy and the king of hate again, and he didn't want that. It conflicted with the mentality he has. So he is constantly fighting between those two things, and as long as he does, he'll never succeed. I mean, he won't anyway, but definitely.
From the Raptors account, how much money did you spend on that account total? Like, again, just ballpark.
Okay, let's think.
Get ready.
I'll try to ballpark you. I will.
$10,000.
I would say, well, hold on, because WWE Champions started in 2017. Okay, that's when the game actually began.
8 years.
You couldn't really spend too much money in the early days. It was more like 2-3 years in that they changed it, and then all of a sudden you could start spending a lot of money. And it was about a year and a half that I really spent too much. Yeah, I mean, I would say this. I definitely spent, no exaggeration, I probably spent $10,000 on that game.
Oh,
$20,000.
wow.
That's a maybe. I don't know if it's
20.
So yeah, what Snort Hogan says, people have been tracking Phil's WWE champions because he lies about it. He's a lying liar who lies, and he just lied right now. It has been estimated this man has spent somewhere in the ballpark of $250,000 to $500,000. And I believe it. I actually believe it, because where else would that money have gone? If it was DoorDash and gin, he would have killed himself by now. It's definitely not to his home or his living expenses. Definitely not to his wife. So I can believe he sunk it into either this or a collection of mobile games. $500,000 over 5 years, actually not that like big of a stretch when it comes to some of these predatory mobile games. And Zurian says our collective bitching is transforming. The content is Seraphim and the comments. No one's here for Phil. No, not really. It's just the vehicle for which the rage flows.
Sure.
$5,000.
Probably not.
False.
$30,000.
Definitely not.
Okay, all right. So it's between probably $15,000 and $25,000.
Yeah,
Does that sound pretty accurate? Okay.
Probably.
All right, that's good. So that's a lot of money to spend on a game like that. And
Absolutely.
Why did you decide to play that game instead of like Genshin Impact or Wuthering Waves or Honkai Star Rail?
Sweaty JPEGs.
What was I guess like
probably
you're a fan of
wrestling, and the man
I was a
hates
fan
tits.
of wrestling. I had already played WWE Supercard. I got tired of it, and I started moving over to like other games. And
I'm gonna be honest. I've never seen you happier than whenever you were playing WWE champions on stream. Like that's like you were more locked in and excited about that game than like you were you were happier about that than you were about Elden Ring.
It's actually like he actually hits it kind of on the head. I actually saw the whole like WWE champions, like when he finally kind of revealed that he was still down from the rafters. And when he played that game, his face lit up. He was like, it's imagine when he gets money, but he was playing a game. He knew the strats, he knew, like, he made the pulls, and he was kind of bouncing around, and he was smiling. It brings him joy, which again, to each their own. But you're also sinking hundreds of thousands of dollars into this game and then begging for money. So it's like, now it kind of is our problem. But yeah, he when he played WWE Champions, oh my God, his just, it looked serene. It's like he was in his element. If he could play WWE Champions online and not get flack for it, he probably would.
Because Elden Ring's all right.
So I would love to hear, actual people
content.
who aren't the detractors who are making this content to profit from it, but actual people who maybe watch their content to say to me, why is it that we don't like Phil so much? Okay, you said you've been watching this stuff for 10 years.
I've seen, I'm going to give you my answer.
Go for it.
It's not that I don't like you, by the way. I think you're fine. I think it's funny. I get the, I get it, right?
Okay.
But you ask for money a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because like I'll see like there'll be a new video and it'll pop up on my YouTube recommendeds on my smart TV, and it will just show up, and it's like there's a new one like every day, and it's you talking about people like meeting a sub goal. Kick recently there was one about people on Kick that weren't supporting the stream as well.
That was the big one.
Supporting a stream is giving money, and I feel like it's a very, very common thing.
I need them to do things daily.
Well, it is, because he does. I mean, he's the king of beggars. And that's why a lot of people don't, and it's not just the begging. I think if it was just the begging, that'd be cringe as hell, but I don't think anyone would really, like, get as up in arms as the detractor community, but he begs and is very aggressive and manipulative, and he literally, like, coaxes this little cult of sycophants and stuff like that. So that's where like the problems start arising, is we see this as like a little festering tumor of the internet. If he was just a dude who was like, hey guy, he just begged every day, but like he does it in a predatory way. He is a predator, in my opinion. And the amount of begging, there's a whole detractor channel that like tracks his beggings, and it often gets into the triple digits, especially during like marathons. Zern says that's because Phil is an addictive personality, is particularly weak to gambling and booze, perhaps fast food as well. Yeah, I think if he ever like went exclusively to Kick and got like the steak, the steak contract, he'd be toast. He would be done. If he got a little taste of that, oh no, that would be the end. Bankruptcy for sure.
Every week, you know what I mean?
The audience is laughing at it. They're having fun with it. They know I'm not serious. They know that if I made
so they 100, like that. What you're saying is they like you begging for money.
They think it's funny for me to ham it.
They want you. Do you think that they want you to do it?
Do they want me to ask for contributions actively?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
But they want me to succeed.
No one wants you. Like, well, that's not true. That's not true. OIC wants you to succeed. And like maybe like a couple others. But, well, and Zern says his brain gets burnt out on the dopamine from normal games is enough. That's true. I mean, an addict, especially trying to get that dopamine rush, you need something more than just and he's bad at video games too, so he doesn't get, like, he gets so frustrated the dopamine is not there when he actually does succeed. And the whole like, it's a funny thing, everyone's laughing at me, like, yeah, you're a clown, we know this, you are a clown, you dance for money, But again, it's the predatory way you do it that becomes the problem, which is why there are people such as myself out there who want to call it out, because the behavior is not good, and it ropes in people who have very big hearts or are very sympathetic. They hear that and they go, oh my God, oh, this guy, and again, he's a very good at grifting. He's very good at wording it so that, oh yeah, he seems like a sad sap, or he seems like he really needs that money more so than they do. I mean, look at PWR. He literally, I've mentioned this before, he literally gave up money for Phil's birthday and he couldn't buy a fucking burger. Like, that's messed up.
Okay.
They want me to be successful. For example, there was a day I actually tested it out. Not one.
Oh, that's true. His detractors also want him to be successful as well. Oh, and he's about to go into his stupid fucking experiment. Get a load of this, guys. Here's how he knows for certain that he has to beg. Here's how he knows. This is his social experiment of the century.
Did I ask for a contribution during an entire day?
So you went a whole day without asking for money?
Yes. I made $30.
I mean, $300.
Phil, that's a warning sign. You have to bend over, ass over fucking feet in order to get money. And if you don't get contributions. That's not a feature. That's a fucking problem. That's not good. It's just insanity that someone would be like, oh, because I don't beg, I don't get money. That means you suck. That means you are bad at your job. If you have to go out and be like, guys, I just start ringing people for money. And by the way, one day does not a fucking experiment make. If he had done it for a week, maybe I could give it to him. But even if that was true and he didn't get any money, it's still bad. It's worse. His logic is so warped and twisted. It's insanity.
A day is a lot of money.
As little as $1 helps, okay?
Well, there was an accusation like people had that like you told people to click ads, and that's one of the reasons why you had your ad revenue taken away. Did you do that?
So I did the face reveal video. In the video, I brought up, hey, I don't make any money on the gameplay, but if you were to go over to the vlogging channel and watch the videos and click the ads, you would help me out.
Get
Yeah,
COS.
I actively said that 100%. It's in black and white. You can see it right now.
Do you wish that the detractors would stop making videos about you?
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
No, because it's their right.
Oh.
It is their right within the law to make a transformative work about me and to criticize me or to make fun of me. That's fine. What I don't want, and what is illegal and should stop immediately, is people who are live restreaming me right now, because they're not adding anything. They're literally illegally stealing the content and making views and money on it.
I mean,
there's a reason I don't watch Dewey streams, or I don't put Dewey streams up here. It's, there's nothing. It's just straight up like rip clips. Also, that's a derp face. But it's their right. Fuck off, Phil. You've said multiple times that if you could, you would silence every single detractor. Trying to look good in front of Asmondgold, trying to look good in front of his audience. Oh, it's their right. It's their gut. No, this man would strip every detractor of their channel if he had the ability to. I guarantee it. I would bet the farm on it. If this man had the means to do so, he would make sure not a single voice against him was able to be said. But he knows he can't because of the money. He knows he can't because it does bring eyes to the chat. It does bring the occasional whale. Not because of this whole, oh, it's their right bullshit. No, absolutely not. Night says 1 day, that's not an experiment. 1 month, that's an experiment. Yeah, exactly. Like, you need to do it for, I would say, at least a week, but a month would probably do it. Of course, then he would be destitute. If you tried it for a month, he'd be out of money. Is this Phil secretly endorsing? Yes. We've heard it here now. Phil Burnell, aka Darkside Phil, endorses Draconic Saberwolf Productions. Woo! Good job, everyone. We did it. I mean, my videos sometimes get more than his, so
The asking for money thing, definitely you do it a lot. I definitely think you do it a lot. But
Constantly.
you know, it's like that's the way somebody's gonna do their stream. I mean, fuck, like that's not my problem,
here's
right?
here's the
I don't
question.
take that.
Here's the question.
Okay, go ahead.
Your
Go ahead.
honest answer to this, please. Okay.
I'll give you an honest answer.
The throat go. You go like, and then you're the throat goat because you could shove it down your throat.
You've seen the clips of how I ask for contributions on my streams and
Yes.
everything. I've just told you, in general, more often than not, I actually hit these goals. Okay?
Yes.
So if I have an audience that comes to my stream every day, enjoys the content enough to support it, doesn't mind me asking like that, is there a problem?
Well, I mean, I think that you're introducing a bit of a fallacy there, aren't you? Because there are a lot of people that also don't like it. So you're kind of comparing it to an unknown. So like if you're not doing it and you're not asking for the money, there's not really a control group that you can look at and say, okay, well, with me doing this, I'm making this much money, but if I stop doing it, I would make a different amount of money.
But I already told you that I tried that.
You tried it for a day, you dumb bitch. Anyone can do anything for a day. People were more surprised that you weren't begging. I think everyone thought you had a fucking stroke rather than that you're doing this grand social experiment or whatever. They're like, "Oh my god, is Phil dying? Are we about to get the announcement that Phil is going to be dead soon?" Yeah, Knight says an alcoholic can be sober for a day. At this point, I don't think he could do a stream without begging. I think he is incapable of begging. I think he could actually get $1 million. I think he'll still be begging. And he'll waste that money and he'll be right back to where he starts. He is the eternal Rube Goldberg device of poverty and destitution. Just watch him go. Woo! Gets money, it gets spent, he's back. Knight says he's almost addicted to the begging. Also, fuck you, Phil. Yeah, I think he might be. He might be addicted to the rush he gets when he asks for those contributions and gets them. It's almost like a validation in his mind. Like, I asked for money, now I have it. I am the best. No, you're the worst. But people take pity on you, or they try, like, you have a small amount of people who, weirdly enough, want you to succeed. The 5% rule. So, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, and no one says he's not good at what he does. He's one of the best beggars ever. Everything else is just deficient.
I had a day where I did not ask,
right?
and I made $30.
I mean, would you really say that doing it for a day would be a good point to?
Well, there we go.
I mean, is that really like? I mean, I get it. It's something, right? But like in a general sense, I feel like, and also, I mean, do you think that it's worth the negative sentiment and negativity where people have this perception of you of like being a beggar and like because you're it's hard to measure the negative effect of that because you don't know how many people choose not to watch because of something like that, right? So it's very hard for you to come, like not you, but like for a person to come to a conclusion with that answer because it's just impossible to know. That's what I would say.
I'm doing good. I'm hitting my goals. I'm doing well for myself. Why do I care that someone says that I beg too much? My audience doesn't. So why do I care? If my audience outright said to me right now, Phil, you're going overboard. This is ridiculous. And they have done that, to be fair. I said, oh.
And did you dial it back?
Yeah, course correct, right? You got to adjust on the fly. You got to listen to that constructive.
Oh my God, I'm surprised he didn't like explode into flames on that one. I think I know what he's talking about, which is, and it wasn't like don't beg. It was don't do don't do drama content. It was. I have yet to see any of his sycophants say like Phil. Well, every once in a while. But here's the other thing, and here's the thing he doesn't get, and that he will never get. Most of the people who he surrounds himself with are LARPers. He has maybe a dozen people who are actual fans. Everyone else does it just to kind of watch the dancing bear and to keep him dancing. The greatest example is PPP when he started glazing Phil. Oh, that interview did great, Phil. Oh my gosh, you did so good. You are so fucking gullible, Phil, that when you see a lot of stuff, you're like, oh, I am doing good. No, they just want you to keep doing what you're doing because it's funny. In all honesty, if you want an actual piece of real advice, get off the internet. It will not, this is not the life to live, but you're not going to do it. So it's that, I don't even know why I'm talking, but you will never escape this spiral. And as long as people keep gassing you up, you think everything is fine when really it's just Jade, OIC, ICS. I won't even count because he's just doing it because he's insane, and like 4 other people, and that's it. Jade and that Alex from Phoenix and Stalker and like 3 other people. And I says a cycle of wealth and destitution, addicted to begging, pretending to be the best everything. It reminds me of certain. Should finish that one, and that's not going on the YouTube. All right.
Criticism, and you have to adjust. You can't just keep doing the wrong thing, because if I was doing the wrong thing, I wouldn't be successful. But I am. I'm hitting my goals. I'm doing well. Like I said, this is one of the best year, probably the best year in 10 years that I've had. How am I doing something wrong?
Some of the most, we're gonna have to do this one, but like some of the people that are like the most wealthy are the most crooked and like rotten to the core, and usually the most unhappy. Zern says, no, it's true. When Phil's audience asks him not to beg, he listens and stops begging long enough for to ban them all, right? Like, people who actually give this man genuine criticism are always banned because he doesn't listen to anyone except for his sycophants. It's ridiculous. And he thinks he's successful, and he really isn't. He's caught up in his vices so bad, and his detractors run his life so much that he will never know a moment of peace. That's why I say get off the internet. If he truly wants to be happy, get off the internet. Get away from the detractors, get away from what keeps, probably keeps him up at night, and he will find a normal job if he can, and I think he would be happier. I think, and then we would all be happy too, because we wouldn't have to know he exists anymore. But now we get to see ICS being a schizophrenic narcissist.
Here in 10 years that I've had, how am I doing something wrong?
One bad box gifted 100 subs. Wow. One bad box dropped another 100 subs. Is it a whale? It is a whale, because it has those whale-like teeth that filter things. It looks like cones. He's got a big old eyeball. That actually legit, he had a good conversation, and he's like, oh, yeah, that was a fun conversation about games. He's serious. Maybe he's serious about having me on his podcast. That'd be amazing, right? Disgusting pig. Right now, my brain is kind of scrambled, but let me think for a bit and we'll talk.
$113.13 super chat.
Shout out to Only Iced Coffee.
Yeah, that's
I think this is the second coming of the king. No, it's like the 14th coming of the king, because every time that I get a rise,
May 1st was one of the comings of the king. Jokes. All right.
Basically what happens is the detractors just kind of keep going, and therefore just like it goes away. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is great. Today's great. Hopefully this week would be good. I think, And then after that, we'll have a few people who hold over and stick around, but probably not that many. We had over 1,000 people. Right now we're down to 600. Tonight on my late stream, will anyone come back? I hope you will. I know that Asmondgold will be done streaming by the time I do my late stream. Come by and hang out with me. If you don't like it, it's all good. But just give it a shot. See if you like the vibe of hanging out with me when I play a survival horror game, right? But will I actually get people to come and retain? I don't know. With Kino Casino last year, it was the same. At first, a bunch of people all jumped on the bandwagon. Within a month, they were gone.
See, here's the problem, though, and I don't think Phil realizes this, is first of all, he's so fucking toxic that the first time he starts spouting off to or starts begging and stuff like that, he's gonna lose that entire audience. But the second thing was like Kino Casino actively like endorsed Darkside Phil to the point where like a lot of their whales went over and wailed out on him as well. Asmongold, it sounds like, didn't really do much. He just kind of like gave him a platform. And the problem with that is it you have to like kind of run with that momentum, and he won't because it's Darkside Phil, and he never capitalizes on anything until it's like 3, 4, 5 months later when it's already way too late. This man is he could fight all the Fae because he strikes when the iron is ice fucking cold. So I don't think he's going to get anything out of it. And in all honesty, I think for like, if he did, it will be like 10, 15, 20 people that might stick around. But then as soon as it like, he better hope actually that people don't stick around, because he probably made 10 times that in detractors, or at the very least people who don't like him. He is very ingenuine when he talks. Like, a lot of people can pick up on that. Knight says, Phil, your brain is always scrambled. I've whipped eggs and they start out as scrambled as your brain. That's also the gin. And Zurian says 100 gifted subs from one dude sounds more like illness than generosity. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot, especially for like kind of like nothing really happening. Like, that's definitely like a look at me. Like, I'm not saying you can't do that. Like, if someone gave 100 subs right now, woo, but I would also be like, why? I'd be like, why are you giving me this? Like, it would be met with like more suspicion than anything else, especially for a man who only has 100 to 200 viewers. But they're sycophants, they're loyal, or in this case with ICS, fucking crazy.
I'm an evil bastard.
I'm going to leave this as an archive. Anyone can just watch this on demand after the fact. I'm not going to split it up for recording purposes. I'm just going to leave it as is so people can watch and enjoy. Leave comments. Let me know what you think. Please like the video if you enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel if you're a newcomer now and you enjoyed this. I really appreciate you all. All right, guys? Thank you so much.
$2,000.
See you soon. Hopefully see some of you tonight for Tormented Souls 2. Okay? Do you guys want me to send you over to anyone hosting? Bumblebee Farmer? All right, I'm going to send the Kick viewers. Now I know 5 more games.
Okay, no one actually cares about that part. But here's the thing also. He just made $2,000. And this is in a different video. But he is literally setting up a Black Friday marathon to raise $2,000 to improve his setup. He just made $2,000 in one day. So what do you think the over-under is? That he's going to beg for that $2,000, and then not only beg for that $2,000, but get mad when he doesn't. Because I feel like this would tap out pretty much anyone. I think ICS probably, I don't think he's independently wealthy. I don't know what he does for money. But again, if he really was, you know, a millionaire or anything like that, he would probably be even more egregious with his cash. I think in all honesty, ICS does it partially for the kind of attention he's getting now from detractors. The detractors rejected him when he tried to be like, look guys, I'm a detractor too. I just sent a whole bunch of money. The detractors went, you sent him a whole bunch of money, you fucking moron. You know, get out of here, you dent. So now he does it, I think, 1, to control Phil, and then 2, to kind of stick it to the detractors. Which, it's your money, do what the fuck you want with it. It's kind of stupid, but in any case, I truly believe in 5 days, well, this one's probably going up right away. So yeah, 5 days from now, when we hit Black Friday, he's gonna make his little wish list, and he's not gonna do anything. He's gonna have his stream and just beg for more money. He just made his nut. He made his $2,000. Why did he not say, oh my god, guys, with this $2,000, I don't need to do a Black Friday. I could just do it. I could just make all the arrangements I do, and it's all because of you guys. Oh my god, so amazing. He won't do it. He won't do it. That money is going into WWE champions, other mobile games, DoorDash, and Gin. And turns out improved setup, what a $5 poster and $1,995 to gambling. Yeah, pretty much. Well, he wants a desk, 2 monitors, and a chair, which honestly you could get for like $1,000 reasonably. But I guarantee he's gonna get probably the stupidest monitors and the dumbest chair and a terrible desk, and it's gonna fall apart like everything else. But that was the Asmondgold interview. As imagined, it was pretty much nothing. I kind of didn't expect Asmon to roll over and be kind of a bitch about it, but it seems like he did. Oh well, whatever. It is what it is, as Kitty hates for me to say. But that's all I'm going to talk about this. I'm sure there will probably be no more ripples after that. Like, the Asmongold thing will be like a fart in the wind. It would be kind of funny if it kept going and that caused Asmongold to like lose his entire career, like Snorpernell said, but we'll see. Anyway, if you really like this and made it to the end, thank you so much. Make sure you make like a werewolf and like and subscribe. We are aiming for that 1,000 subs, and hopefully we'll get there soon, but we never know. Until then, I hope to see you in the next video. Take care, and have a great rest of your night.